Hello friends, so today we're going to do the Indian version of the baguette, which is the curry baguette. So all I did is I sorted the onions and I sorted the tomatoes, and I made the curry out of it by putting some salt, and then I put the curry in the bowl, followed by 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and I put some salt, and I put some warm water, and I made then I did stir it to mix the flour. I used all-purpose flour, and then you get the dough. So when you get the dough, then I did add some yeast to it. So now I just put it in tossed it in the oven. It's been 24 hours. So let's see how it's come up for now. So there you go. You can see the flour. It's come up pretty good. Here, as you see, it has raised. The dough has raised because of the yeast in it. And so let's do the baguette out of it. So first I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the dough from the bowl, and I'm going to smear some dough on it. Then I'm going to roll it, and then I'm going to make it long as a baguette. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use a spatula or a steel spoon or whatever you have just to take this out and spread it on the tray and on the cutting board, and you put some all-purpose flour and you just smear over it. So let's do that. So here you can see I'm adding some dough to it because it's still a little bit moist, and I'm gonna just add some to just dust it off. That's how you pat it, and I'm gonna make a rectangle out of it. Alright guys, so basically the curry is very soggy, so I'll put a lot of dough to mix it up. So as you guys can see, I put some more flour in it, so to make it a little bit dry, so I can make a ball out of it and then make a baguette. So if you want it more dry, you can add more flour to it. Alright guys, so this is what I wanted, so I'm going to make a rectangle out of it, and let me make couple of baguettes. First thing what we have to do is we have to cut this in half. So let me do. Alright, so I made 2 round balls out of it. So let me fold it. Let me make a rectangle out of it. Take a tray like this, a baking tray, put some baking sheet on it, then you can make the dough, then you can make this baguette in the baking sheet. So I'm going to make this baguette. I'm going to roll this first, and then I'm going to spread it out. Okay, so look at the length of this baguette. I made it like a snake. It's funny. I'm going to make one more. Et voila. So I did spread it out. I just made it like a snake. That's pretty cool. So let me put some egg wash on it. So we crack an egg and we just wash it up on the top, spread it out with a brush, and then we cover it up with a plastic cover for an hour and a half or 2 hours for it to raise, for the dough to raise, and then we can bake it at 550 bake or conventional bake for 15 minutes. Alright, so here the egg, so just dip in it. Just whitewash it over the baguette. Let me wash it over the baguette. The baguette looks pretty dry, but hopefully with the washing of the egg, it'll make it raise again. So it's gonna be So I mixed the curry in the baguette so it was soggy in the dough. So no one in the world has done this ever before. And if the baguette comes yummy, then I'll be the proud achiever. I'm going to patent this curry baguette. And I'm going to compete with the French boulangeries in Chicago and in France as well. So watch out, people. French chefs are going to run out of business. Alright, so look at that. It's pretty cool. So let's put the plastic wrap on it and make it sit for an hour and a half. Alright, just put the plastic wrap on it. I'm just gonna put it in the oven for an hour and a half for the dough to raise. If it raises at all. If it doesn't raise in 2 hours, I'll still bake it to see how it comes. And before we bake it, we need to cut it a little bit. I don't know what term it's called, but you can just Google it up. So let me put it in the oven for an hour and a half, just for the yeast to raise a bit. So, well, I put this in the oven, and the baguette, which looks like a snake, now it became big because of the yeast in it. So I just slit it by using the knife, you can see, or you can do it with the razor. And now I'm gonna bake it at 550 for 15 minutes. And first 5 minutes I'm gonna open it up, put some water on it, spray some water, and after next 10 minutes, for the next 5 minutes I'm going to rotate it, sprinkle some more water on it to keep it moist. And total cooking time will be 15 minutes. So I have my oven going on at 190, so it should be 550. So I'm preheating it. So I have a conventional bake, so I'm doing a conventional bake. For people who don't have conventional bake, you can just do a bake. Alright guys, so on 550 I put the baguette at for 6.5 minutes at 550. So you can see the oven is like burning. So I did a smart way by switching it off. And so 7 minutes at 550, and I switched off the oven. So then I took it out after 13 minutes. So totally 18 minutes. So 18 minutes. So 556 minutes and cool off for 15 minutes. So this is how it comes. And I believe it's all cooked, so it looks good. So this is the first curry baguette ever made by a human being or by anyone on this planet, and I'm going to get the patents for this. So this is the Indo-French curry baguette. I hope you guys like this video. It might be insane, but it tastes good. Cheers guys, have a good weekend. Sujay signing off. Bye.